Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this session, the week ahead session. And yeah, looking forward to going through these charts with you. We are finally starting to see some back to normality in the markets in terms of markets beginning to trend rather than this whole wide chop area. We're starting to see structure. And that's really what the whole service is about, identifying structure, identifying push one, identifying push two, and taking that third push. That is the ideology in itself and methodology. So that is exactly what we're looking to do here. I wanted to announce that there's going to be, going forward into next week, there's going to be some changes. It's going to be a little bit more dynamic, the signal. So what I mean by that is I'm going to start introducing an optional hedge into some of these trades. Now, you can have two types of hedges, and obviously this is quite an advanced subject for those that are inexperienced. But by hedging, what I mean is if you're going to be taking USD CHF long, which we did on Friday, and the fact that there was high impact news which was related to USD, I'm going to offer an optional hedge because the inverse pair to USD CHF is Euro USD. And if we then go long half the size of Euro USD, you're effectively hedging out the dollar risk, um, which is really quite good because ultimately your losses are softened, but your gains are also softened. But it's another way if you're trading in size to reduce your risk. So that is definitely something I'm going to be putting on the tabs, optional hedge if you want to. And each pair has its opposite hedge. And you'll be starting to see some of that. It's going to be a little bit more advanced, a little bit more dynamic. I'm going to start introducing some other controls, such as analyzing the matrix of other currencies. So if we're picking Euro AUD, for example, long, we're going to make sure how strong that wind blowing behind that trade is in the market on that day. So it's going to give us an extra bit of confluence. And these are positive changes, I think. Um, and yeah, so we will touch on that when and as and when they occur. So let's start on CAD CHF, which has been a pain in the ass for us, but we're finally starting to get the structure. We were in it around here, gave us that, dropped back onto us, and now we're starting to climb. So we're into profit now, marginal profit, not much. I think we've had 18, 20 pips at most on this pair, but the structure is there. This is a multi-session W, so here to here, here to here. This is the apex, all about breaking here and targeting. We're now hunting down stops, so we're taking out stops here. We've taken out stops here. We're going to be targeting this gap at the minute. We're filling it in. Probably take that, and all the way up to here. That's how I see it going. We do have 2 weeks of rise. Um, this is literally 1 week. This is literally 2 weeks. Markets work in threes, so we're anticipating a third week of rise. Bear with me 1 second, folks. Sorry about that, folks. I had to step away for a second. So yes, we are starting to identify structure in these pairs. This is low down in you know, in the zone for it. Huge, huge thing to unfold potentially in our favor. So ultra early, we shall see. The other one that was excellent was USD CHF. This is another one that has some good structure to it. This is obviously a big consolidation zone. This is a questionable consolidation zone, but we do have 1, 2, 3 to the low. Currently just working this underside area. You can see prices pushing into here. So we may get a bit of a rejection, but we're starting to see structure here as well. Let's look at it. So we have the W. This is 1, this is 2, and we're taking the 3. And also this is 1, this is 2. And we had the break retest entry here. We sent this on Friday. It was a really nice trade. A bit slow, but markets are difficult at the moment. This is one I didn't send. I wish I did send. I took this one myself down here. Really pleased with how that's progressing. Making some form of structure, but we do need to pull back. The structure on here is really nice to see. You can see a 1, you can see a 2, but you can see the 2's come all the way back into 1. Now that is a bit of a massive absorption of, well, big sell absorption from this block here. The buyers are absorbing it and trying to turn that round. So that is a straight horror drop from December, really. Huge dirty correction. Don't want to be in that. Now, what this means is the AB equals CD completed here. I have a funny feeling that the harmonic extension may have failed even on this, so it does make it questionable. So we broke through a lot of important ranges. If I can get this bloody thing to get off me. Oh my God, stop it. So what we now need to check is the Fibonacci retracement really of this whole move here, starting from X. Because what X to up here, let's have a look. So you can see we've gone through the 78.6 of that as well. This is the 78.6 retracement here, and we've just gone way below it, smashed through it. We're probably going to retest it and chop around between here and here. It's still not early. It's still too early, really, to be sensible. So pass. Now, let's look at these pigs. This has been the conundrum of the year, the euro dollar move versus the dollar. So doing your best to understand the harmonic swing, blue swing there, AB equals CD, bringing us into an exhaustion zone. We have had 1, 2, and 3, or we've had 1, 2, and 3. 2 needs to get taken out either here or here. These are my zones. What that means is dollar upside. Even though the structure is, second zone of consolidation, this is the key test. If we break here, because we made a new low from here, and if we break this properly with a break and retest entry short, then that confirms the dynamic of that trade. So Euro's in trouble. Euro GBP, well, if we look what we see 1 and we see 2 and we see us trading off those lows, shoulder, head, shoulder. Lots of people short on that. A very important neckline. Maybe it will trigger the stops. If it does trigger the stops, it's coming down here and then that pattern is over. The way I see it, however, is this is the lows of consolidation too, and I expect higher prices. Now onto the dollar. The dollar has been extreme. Extreme. We have to see it on the weekly to actually see the potential of this. But if this is right, which I believe it is, we've got the W, we've got push 1, we have push 2, and we are anticipating push 3. These lows were broken, by the way, and we are back into the retest, the break retest. This could go either way here, folks. This is ascending, it's going to get up here. But we have completed harmonic swings in red. We've hit 3 hits to the low, each time successively taking out the previous. All telling signs that there's something going on with the dollar. We shall wait and see. Moving on to other candidates. GBP USD was another one that we were scratching our heads with. Ultimately, on the extreme long term, bearish as hell. Look at that. Level 1, level 2, give me the third drop. This never was the third drop. This is all part of this consolidation because it never broke here. There's not a candle not touching that. So, and the same thing here, this is still touching. Bearish. We'll keep a close eye for sure. GBP, CAD, these are all minefields at the minute. This has been extreme as well. It's made the change. It's made a change of structure, but it means nothing until we've got the break of that change. So we passed there. USD JPY is another one that we didn't send, but identified. I actually took this one myself as well. Can't send everything because there's not always an appetite for the riskier trades, but the riskier trades sometimes work out. What can we see here? Beautiful structure. We've got push, we've got consolidation 1 here. We've got consolidation 2, and guess what we're trading? The third. And guess where it's off to? Already on the third. Let's zoom in, have a look. Where do I want to see what I want to see? There is a chart where I get to see what I want to see. Why can't I see it anymore? This is good enough, I guess. Beautiful action. Had the change. Break. Retest. Could have entered here. Break. Retest. This is probably the better entry because you notice the second leg takes out the stops here. Pushes on. So we identified 1. Or some people are seeing it as a high, 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 low 1. High, 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 low 2. Try and get in as we're breaking the highs. Consolidation 1. consolidation too, and we are continuing to squeeze higher. This was a riskier trade. This really had 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks of rise, but the gap here invalidated that count, reset it. And then when we look at it from here, we can see that um, we have this ultimate really nice structure here. We could have gotten in here, but we waited for the change, break, retest, and got in along here as it's starting to climb. Bit of a gamble that move, but hey, it paid out. Um, what else do I want to talk about? Is there anything else worth talking about? I don't believe there is anything worth talking about. Maybe AUD USD. I'm waiting for it to break down. This is in the super testy bear structure, nearly completed the ABCD. Level one, level two short, and yeah, we anticipate this to play out lower. So, folks, as a reminder for those that may have watched it and may have watched through to here, which is probably unlikely, I just wanted to let you know that the service, if you were to sign up for a 14-day free trial, you will receive Telegram trade signals directly. You'll have the entry buy stop limit. We're going to suggest an optional hedge when it comes to news. This is a professional trading desk, not some Lamborghini situation. So we have that, and as additional resources, you get access to a white paper which explains the methodology. You get access to a harmonics course, and we have also designed a machine learning algorithm which is embedded into our iOS app, which you can download and get everything in one place. And that allows you to scan global stocks. So FX market is obviously quite limited. There's 6 main pairs that we trade here. Global stocks, there's the thousands. So this algorithm will give you the best setups from those thousands. Sorry about that background noise, folks. That's the kids running around. But other than that, have a good rest of your day, and I will see you next week. Cheers.